Sorry, pal. We're out of gas and your engine is boiling. Let's see if we can fix you up here. We'll be back on the road in no time. Stranded in the middle of nowhere. No juice. Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next town ahead. Long shot by the sea. Sounds promising. Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes. My tires should still last a couple of miles. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a picnic. Hello? Anybody in there? I could really use some gas. Locked. Of course. Can you please let me in? I'm totally not a vampire, I swear. Tax investigation. Open the door. Meals on Wheels. Your order is waiting. Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes. No juice. Out of gas. And the engine is overheated. Not a chance. I need to find some gas and engine coolant first. At least the cold chain is unbroken. I wish. It's frozen shut. This loot box contains only some rusty pliers. How should I open the door with these rusty pliers? How should I open? It's just one short circuit before everything blows up into my face. Those pliers won't help me with that. Hello? Locked. Of course. Tiny rock gas station. A beacon in the dark. Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they? Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they? No way. A hidden replacement key. That was too easy. As if it wanted to be found. It fits. That was almost too easy. It's pitch black. I can't even see my own hands. There's something funny about that picture. Oops! A hidden switch. This must be the main fuse. The landscape on that picture vaguely reminds me of home. What I wouldn't give to be there. Extra large, no refill. It's a picture of a buffalo. I know this image. Daytona Beach Race 58. What an event. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. 20% bun, 5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film. Thanks, but no thanks. Looks dusty. Coffee. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. All I have left are a few Deutschmarks. Pretty useless out here anyways. Again that ghastly tune. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination. This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track. Electrical cables. Zip. This thing wouldn't take me far out here. This thing wouldn't take me far out here. It's just one short circuit before Those pliers won't help me with that. Cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid. Those pliers won't help me with that. Not until I have found some gasoline. Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. Done. Finally, we can make off again. Oh, come on. Start already. It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
You sure this is the right place? When's the next bus back to the city? Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of Europe. All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already. The next city is like 1,000 miles away. Ah, yes, that's where I am. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. Brr, looks cold. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. Truberbrook, county of Broken Landa, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. I wonder what that is. Arrived at destination after a short walk. Truberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already. That's probably the town's landmark. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pathocker, Tote Oma. The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Evening.
Hey. Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so. Today's menu, nothing. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Truberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What was the name again?
Hans Tannhauser. Dr. Hans Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet,
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
Normally, I work for a university. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Truberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Truberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper? Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. I better not. It'll start raining in. I don't want to go back to bed. I'm on a mission. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. What is this? Some kind of goo. Where did he go? Even more of that strange goo. darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness. A trail of goo. The thief must have left it behind. The trail leads further uptown.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar, I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics.
What's this trail of slime the burglar left behind?
Oh. I don't really want to know what he stepped in there. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Those Proto-Germans sure had a lot of imagination.
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and the weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
I have to insert a coin first. You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore. The platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it. Hey, what's that look on your face, Professor?
I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand? Are you okay? Do you have brain damage? High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? Time waits for no man, not even in Truberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful. The table is wobbling terribly.
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off. Anything else I can do for you?
Trude, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
Today's menu, nothing. Look at all these beautiful people. Must be some kind of ancestral gallery. This leads to the rooms. This can must have fallen off the table. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike-resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby. Is that a maggot? It's having a good time. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. There's something funny about that clock.
Hey, please don't stand there.
Hey! She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
If you're referring to my bank deposit.
You're saying a lot of silly things.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a star log for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Leni of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
I'd rather not disturb the little one. Locked. Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. I would probably hurt myself. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing, except for my notes. Just a hanger. In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore. Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Hey, mister! Hey, mister! mister! I need to know what happens next. Hey, mister!
Excuse me. Didn't mean to.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
No, I think I'd rather keep this for now.
As you wish. Just come back whenever you have changed your mind.
Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit?
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery. Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you feeling any better now that the table isn't wobbling anymore?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Klaus disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Klaus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Maybe he just went for a stroll.
I don't know. Klaus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
Could you tell me something about the cable car in this town?
Don't bring up the old cable car. I don't even want to think about it.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Truberbrook.
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. It's the window to my room. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pathoeke, Tote Oma. We don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Truberbrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Truberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. Oh my. It looks desperate. It won't be this easy getting close to it. It won't be this easy getting close to it. I can't get close enough. I can't get close enough.
We know well enough that cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required.
I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. Meow. Meow. No reaction. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
Its heydays are over. Soft as a feather. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. I can't get close enough. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. Locked. It would tear me to pieces. You like this, don't you? It seems to enjoy the food. It would tear me to pieces. It would tear me to pieces.
Claus?
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you.
Danger. High voltage.
Oh no, not again. That's not how it works.
Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
So what's with the cable car?
I used to own the cable car. In fact, the whole mine. Everything was taken away from me. Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car, the mine, the whole village.
Please, go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine, no one knows for certain. But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes. I am the Baron von Zülz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the 3rd generation. District Mayor of Truberbrook Zülz and Truberbrook Düssel. Assistant Secretary to the Municipal Council. Patron of Truberbrook and the arts. Well known beyond the borders of this country.
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please, take it.
Good morning.
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat.
Now it's glowing green. I have to insert a coin first.
Hey, what's that look on your face, Professor?
Hello?
Hey.
About the cable car?
What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here? Germany is a mess.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
Something about them seems a bit off, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catharine and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca. Under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
Hello?
Hey.
About the cable car?
And you really want to go up there?
Why, are you afraid? Whatever we find over there could be of great importance to the Institute of Anthropology. Come on already! And that cable car looks sturdy enough, doesn't it?
What kind of a cult is it you're looking for precisely?
A Proto-Germanic cult here in the mountains. Proto-Germanic meaning before the Germans. Anyway, this place is supposed to have been a holy site to those Proto-Germans, where they made contact with their gods. Exciting, huh?
About this cult, were they dangerous?
Tannhauser, they're all dead by now. The thing about spirits? That was a joke, okay?
Okay. We might as well have a cup of coffee before we leave.
Tannhauser, I can't help the feeling you're not 100% behind our mission. It's very important for my research to reach the top of this mountain. Maybe we'll find your notes up there as well.
Notes? It is a timeless masterpiece. Gretchen, what was it that you do for a living again?
I'm an anthropologist. I am conducting research on an ancient Proto-Germanic culture that is believed to have settled right here in this area. That was some 2,000 years ago, though.
Okay, I'll try to come up with something.
Anything else I can help you with?
No thanks. That'll be all for now. Well then, bye.
Bye. See you soon.
I've already made an entry on this. It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen. Judging by the thickness of the cable, last resort, self-termination.
Locked. Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I noticed something.
Speak your mind.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
Do you have an idea what became of the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour.
Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour. Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it here.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Locked.
I need to know what happens next.
She seems very focused. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. I'd rather not disturb the little one. I'm not tired.
As you well know, Beverly, I am a man tempered by a sober lifestyle. However, I keep dwelling on the fact that a sheer infinite amount of states of matter can lie between expectation and reality.
My accommodation, the guest house Vadest Lust, looks slightly more luxurious in the notification. The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Good idea. I only need some bait. Good idea. I only need some bait.
I'll save you, my little friend.
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. Well then, good catch.
What the? Can opener?
I wonder what that is. Locked. Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
Voila. There's a current again. Now that the cable car is fixed, we need something to replace the missing gondolas.
I'll just leave it like that.
I've already made an entry on this. There's a current again.
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car.
And you...
What? Come on.
Okay.
Anything?
No? Well then.
Bye.
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. I wonder what that is. Wow. Now it's glowing green. I have to insert a coin first. These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore.
The local gondola lift's hauling cables seem to be intact, although there aren't any gondolas or mining carts attached to it. A smell of oil and soil lingers in the air.
I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it. Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top. In case you manage to find a way. See ya.
Hello? Hello? Fascinating.
Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Heart rate 66 steady. Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met. Muscular system recessive, possible myopathy. Barrel-shaped thorax, strongly noticeable funnel chest. Raisin-colored nodes on both sides of the mid-clavicular line in the fourth ICS. Marfan syndrome, arachnodactyly. Lower extremities atrophic. Enormous kyphosis. Extremities bilaterally impaired, reduced muscle tone. Weak monosynaptic reflex. Past finger-nose coherence test line without anomalies. Abdomen flexible, no hardening. Overly vibrant bowel noises. Brisk peristalsis. Reduced breathing sound, right-hand side, basal. Rattling sounds over both lungs. Split second heart tone. Severe nasal acromegaly. Carrot-shaped midfacial neoplasm. Creamy nasal secretion. Tongue drifting to the left. Dental state desolate. Pupils bilaterally round and medium wide. Sluggish reaction to light bilaterally. sclera, jaundiced, downbeat nystagmus. Corneac reflex bilaterally delayed. Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Heart rate 66 steady. Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met. Hyperreflexia, mood agitated. Patient's condition unclear.
Where am I?
Patient has regained consciousness and appears responsive.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me where I am?
Patient's orientation to person, space, time, and dimension remains unclear. I have to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling?
Ouch.
Who are you?
My name is Hans.
What are you doing here?
I was just about to ask you the same question.
Assuming you knew, where have you been born or assembled?
Last stop, Berlin, but I'm actually a US citizen from Woodinville, Washington.
Have you ever had a déjà vu?
Only that I don't even understand this question either.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
You are going to have an out-of-body experience in a moment, pal.
Interesting. Please remain prepared for further examinations.
Are you even listening to me?
I'm afraid we can't let you leave until we have verified your right to stay. It's for your own safety. Just knock the door loud and clearly when you feel able to undergo a few more experiments. I'll be there to pick you up. The patient's status remains unclear.
I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Dr. Remmler, please behave.
They took away all my cool gadgets and locked me up in this small room. I tried protesting, but to no avail. What have I gotten myself into? It definitely doesn't feel like a relaxing summer vacation so far. They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. I'd rather not know what happened here. An anatomical model of a kind of human. Hey, buddy. It's locked tight. Brute force won't help. Why, of course. But where? There. It's covered in mold. A good dose of chloride is the only option. It's calcified. Memories of my dorm room, not so long ago. No water pressure. Or clogged.
There's something written on the wall. And it's hard to decipher in the darkness.
fried. I can't reach it. I could use this to climb to the hatch. I need a very special tool to unscrew those very small screws. I need a very special tool to unscrew those very small screws.
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Forget it. Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
I refuse to take part in your tests.
As you wish. After all, I can force you. Or can I?
Let me go. I don't want to.
Late.
Let me go. Fine then, I'm ready. That slumber morale smoothie sure made me dizzy. Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
I know exactly what you are up to. Forget it.
Could you adjust the contrast settings?
He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move. Now just get going already.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
A mesh of dots and lines, like the neural pathways of a nervous wreck. Ever heard of social anxiety?
Fascinating. Second image?
You are aware that all of this is totally obsolete, right?
If you say so. Now focus, please. Image number 3.
Are we done soon?
You know, this isn't really optional. And we're done. That's that. Mr. Tenhauser, there is no need to play games anymore. It's your decision to make. We both know you'll run out of excuses sooner or later. That's when we've got you. Then you'll have nowhere left to hide. We know who and what you are. Ultimately, it's up to you to take that first step into the right direction. Let's keep you here for the time being. Now we only need to get a few things set up. Then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence. Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip. A coin. It fell right out of the shower head. And right into my inventory for some cosmic reason. The benefits of capitalism. Now it's working.
It's hard to decipher in the darkness.
Fried. Where the heck am I? Iron bars? This place is a prison.
He's sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
A list of patients. I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through. I wonder what's in there. As far as I know, these apparatuses serve therapeutic purposes. They do, right? I need the right combination. I need the right combination. Not as long as the snoring bully is sitting there. This door is sealed by a humongous lock. Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place. X-rays. The wonders of science. So many books. Maybe I should consider staying in this place. Construction schematics for a quantum discriminator. Never heard of it. I am a quantum physicist for what it's worth. An aquarium full of leeches? This place is full of strange surprises.
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
Odd. As beautiful as the view is, I think I'd rather leave. I'll take it with me. It might come in handy should I need an improvised hat. A pretty steep downslope. I guess I'll have to find another way.
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now. I need the right combination. Sanatorium Paradiso, a bucolic sanctuary in the climatic health resort Truberbrook. Beautifully situated retreat, fresh forest air, wooded mountain slopes, established high cuisine. I wonder what's in there. I need the right combination. A list of patients. I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through. You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
Iron bars? This place is a prison. Oh no. I'm not really going to have to replace the fuses, right? My dad always used to say, son, whatever you do, stay away from fuse boxes. Well, thanks, I guess. I'll try with this code someone left on the wall. Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
There you are! You must be lost.
I just needed to catch a breath of fresh air.
No more lame excuses. We are going to perform the test. Now.
That slumber morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
Could you adjust the contrast settings?
He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move. Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
War.
That is unexpected. Second image?
A spaceship. The Andromeda. Oh, no it isn't.
Just as expected. Image number 3.
A beautiful butterfly. Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly? No, me either.
Remarkable. And we're done. I'm not 100% convinced yet. Maybe you had us fooled all along. Let's keep you here for the time being. Now we only need to get a few things set up. Then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence. Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip.
Interesting. These seem to be the medical records. Not as long as the snoring bully is sitting there. I'm not in the mood for a snack right now. I'm not in the mood for a snack right now. A pretty steep downslope. It doesn't have a coin slot.
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
Fine then, I'm ready. That Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now. Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of a sort of... We're going to show you, and you will first...
War.
That is unexpected. Second image.
Cruelty.
Are you sure? Image number 3.
Unnecessary violence.
Extraordinary. And we're done. Counting in the benefit of the doubt, I think you've just met the criteria to pass. Next up is self-assessment, ranging from 1, very inaccurate, to 4, very accurate. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
4.
I talk to myself frequently.
4.
I don't bring matters to an end.
Let me say this loud and clear. It's a fear.
I believe that future events are predetermined.
Holy Slumber Morel. Undeniably, 4 points.
Thank you. Next, we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe them as elaborately as possible. Let's begin. So, what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely as possible.
Aggressive. That color again. It's everywhere, have you noticed? God, it makes my eyes hurt.
How do you feel about this color? Anything particular that meets the eye?
Kitsch. Like happy little accidents. Calm, humble, and inspiring.
Thank you. And what are your associations with this color?
Threatening. Like, what if all the mathematics were wrong? What if science was only balanced around hypothetical constants that can't have a singularity at the end by definition? Axioms only put parameters on space-time. They don't constitute them. The cosmos is always as much concept as it is a physical object. What if our brain is denying us to ever find out which is which?
Are we done soon?
You know, this isn't really optional. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
Rectangle. An idea shaping an orthogonal reality, from Pythagoras to Descartes until probably the end of time.
And this one?
Triangle. Trinity. The whole idea of it. The three wide open seas. The three apostles. The three wonders of the world, and all three of the important Beatles.
Thank you. That's that. Now a few questions where you have to make a decision. Would you rather have landed in Roswell or crashed on the moon?
I've never set foot to Roswell, I swear.
Would you rather be the only suit at Woodstock or the only hippie on Wall Street?
Guess I'm fine, as long as I don't have to be wearing medieval armor.
Would you rather have a hammer toe or sickle cell anemia?
Stop. Hammer toe.
Would you rather want to have Heinz Erhardt's expertise in economics or Ludwig Erhardt's sense of humor?
My name is Tannhauser, and I'm your host for tonight.
Would you rather be an eagle with a shell or a turtle with wings?
An eagle with a shell would be an indestructible super eagle.
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first three items coming to your mind?
Dad, Aunt Lottie, Hans and ice cream.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day your true identity becomes uncovered?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen, while all of it has already been decided?
Yes?
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tannhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tannhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I'm a human being, of flesh and blood, and now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds. This is an act of illegal detention. I know my rights. Prepare to get sued. You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck. I'll leave the key under the doormat. Where am I? Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
What is this place?
I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.